Good morning, everybody. And again, I apologize for the tardiness of my getting this out to you. But definitely want to make sure that we get this rolling. I'll be working on your grades and everything this afternoon and tomorrow. So I hope to have them all caught up by the latest, probably Saturday morning. Again, apologize for my little bit of a behind this week, but I will get caught up soon. This week 4 is what I call the prep week for week 6, which is our team week. As you can see here in week 4, I've got this discussion area, which is just listing out your groups and your cases for case number 2. As you can click on that, it's just a regular case selection. What we're going to do here is we're going to be doing groups of 2 that you're going to be able to collaborate with. So basically what we're looking at is this is a 0-point aspect of it. Okay. So what you're going to see here is you're going to be working with a partner on this, because we have 7 people. That works out well. You will actually be able to choose your partner for this one. And then you also have those 2 there, and then also over here 2 people. And we'll have 2 different sets here. This is for week 6. The first one is the project group here. Here, actually, select yourself. So that's you just go ahead and you add yourself in, just drag. You'll actually see your name over here. You'll put your name over here. Each one of you will be in that group. And there are 7 groups here. For the second portion of that project, okay, you'll also have your discussion groups. Okay, and the discussions are for the second part of team week 6. Okay, so when we look at this, these were computer generated. I did not assign these. The computer did. I let the computer do that. And then there's a little person icon right here. That's the group leader. That's who I'm going to be looking to for discussion. The discussion is basically choosing. There are 4 different positions to choose there. Okay, there are 4 different groups to choose there. And from the housekeeper, and you're actually going to be looking at the matrix. So you're going to have to justify based on the position that you're taking. So the president will look at it one way, the housekeeper will look at it another way, the marketing director should look at it a different way. So you're assuming that role as if you were in that role. Okay. Now, the only difference here is that you will have to come up with a combined aspect of the decision there. Is what you will do is whether or not that is a favorable decision. So you only need to post that as a group. But you will have to have each person's position clearly outlined in there, and then you'll have a group decision. Okay, you guys should be able to do this in one session. You're going to be get together once, or you can do this by clicking the group here. And you click into the actual over here. You can do this here. You can have your own discussion for this, and you can all do this all on one as long as one person posts the actual reading. Okay, so you got your little on the end. This is the page, and you can set up however you want to. Now these here, you can do the same thing for this is what groups you wanted to. You can share files, you can do all sorts of things. Okay. Now for this week, I'm doing this. You guys get plenty of time for week 6 to be able to figure out a time to meet. I know there's all sorts of different dynamics going on people in the class. So Caitlin's working as our grad assistant. We've got Luca's over in Germany. We've got Brian, who's running around on a train. So you guys have 2 weeks to do this, and you can do this. There's not really you'll only have comment to one other group in this exercise. So you only have comment to one other, but you will have this. But you can complete it now. You can complete it anytime over the next 2 weeks. Okay, for that discussion. You also will get to choose your partner and be able to post that assignment. I will go into more of the specifics of the assignment next week. But for individual assignments due in week 5, okay, that's going to be next week as well. Okay, and then week 6 is the group assignment. So you got 2 weeks now to work both of these and look at it. Now the individual assignment for the case number 2 is the assignment here, case number 2, individual portion. Okay, here's your case, and those cases located in module section here. Actually, under okay, you got these 5 cases to choose. Okay, so you and your partner will select that case, and that'll be the case that you're going to be doing for the individual portion as well as the group portion. Okay. So please individually, okay. You'll know what case you're doing this week. So what you're going to do now is you're going to be doing what you think the problems are, what the baseline, the root problem is of the cause. You're going to come up with a problem statement. You're going to look at what you might have for goals for this, what is going to be the outcome, and you're going to have 2 articles. Now you're going to hang on to those articles because they're going to go into your next one as well. Okay. But you can actually start on the individual portion, then get together, and what you're going to do is get together with your partner and come up with a combined solution. Okay. So the week after, really, you're going to marry and come to a conclusion which one of you has the root problem. If you have the same root problem, that's great. If not, what is the root problem? What are all those secondary issues that we talked about? Coming up with those problems, those articles that might pertain to those problems and how other people may have solved it. Coming up with some goals for this company to take a look at, or these individuals to take a look at, because some are individuals, some are companies. But what you're going to actually do is kind of formulate all this into your individual portion next week. I will turn these around between 5 and 6. It's going to be a really tough run, but I will definitely do that. At the beginning part of that week, I will be working feverishly to get those completed for you, so you can use that feedback into your turning around for the group case. Now, the group case, this is a combined effort. And I'll get into that on week 6, and there's also in the video on week 6, there's also a peer review as well. So not a problem with those. We'll get into those as we go. This week, you're choosing your partner and your case for the case study, and you will keep these this, and then everything except kind of what you are going to kind of get solutions here with your smart goals, and you're going to get together with your partner and kind of work through that issue. And again, I chose everybody to do just partners with this one. Struggle of together. But understanding virtual groups will come into the discussion. And those are actually assigned groups that are random in nature. Okay, so it's kind of the one for a team. Once you choose through these, getting timelines together, what works out, you're going to have to balance a lot of work schedules and those types of things. So feel free to work and get those things nailed down as quickly as possible. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I hope this answers some of your questions that you guys were starting to email me on, you guys that were starting to roll into this really quickly. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll be a little bit more specific next week on the individual portions. This was just a quick overview because this kind of gets you started. But if you have any specific questions, feel free to email.